Hello everybody, welcome back to the Cardboard Cave. We're here in the cave, surrounded by cardboard as usual. But, as is often the case, we're not reviewing a board game, we're reviewing something else. A Lego set. This is something I wanted to review because I kind of doubt most of you have heard of this. This is a whole theme that Lego's released that just does not get much attention. And it's so bizarre and so weird that I did not like it at first. But then something made me take a second look, and ever since then, I've been pretty avid at collecting these Monkie Kid sets because they are so different. The builds are generally so much fun and so well done. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Straight up, this is something I don't do very often, but I am going to do time to time because this channel is just about whatever interests me, to be honest with you. This is a retired Lego set. This is not something you can just go out and buy new from Lego. You can always go to eBay or, Amazon third-party sellers, bricklink.com. There's ways you can get it. Bricklink might be the cheapest, even though I've not bought many full sets from there. Sometimes the sellers on there I think are more reasonable. But in any case, it's not a set you can get new from Lego anymore. But I'm still going to review it as if it were. But you just have to know that going in. Straight up, the set 80009 Pigsy's food truck, 832 pieces. Originally was $69.99, but again, you're going to have to pay third-party prices now. About 110 bucks on eBay's for a new one is what I saw. But look for listings, look for auctions that are starting out cheaper than that. Maybe you'll get lucky if you're interested after this. I'm not trying to talk anyone into paying absorbent prices, but I just want to talk about the set because me and my son just built it, and I think this theme has criminally been overlooked. What is Monkie Kid? Monkie Kid, straight up, is based on Journey to the West, which is a famous novel. Maybe, don't quote me on this, but maybe in China, the most famous novel. It would be, I don't know, you think of any classic that every American school child knows about. That's what Journey to the West is. In the West, from what I understand. In the West? Why did I say in the West? In a lot of Asian places, not just China, I believe Journey to the West is extremely well known. There's been movies. There's been, I believe, spin-offs, sequels. I'm not sure what they are to the original novel. It's a whole legend. But Lego wanted to crack into the Asian market, specifically the Chinese market. So they came up with this Monkie Kid theme. And these sets are available all over the world, but they barely advertise them in North America at all. You cannot get them anywhere officially except for Lego.com or Amazon.com. Amazon.com has a special license for these sets, and then at Lego.com you can always get, unless it's retired, you can always get a set there. Again, though, this set is retired. But there are Monkie Kid sets that aren't retired, and maybe this will get some people to pay attention before it's too late, before you miss out. They are so bizarre, so strange, they take a minute to acclimate. But I also want to do a quick shout out. Lego made an animated show, hand-drawn style animation, 2D animation, called Monkie Kid. And that's using all these designs. And it is darn great. I'm not kidding you. The cartoon is great. If you have Amazon Prime, you can check out at least 2 seasons for free. It's not a lot. They're short, it's like 10, 15-minute episodes at most. And there's not a lot of episodes on there. I know there's a whole nother season that Amazon has not put on in North America yet. This is one of those things that, from what I understand, has done exceptionally well in the market that Lego targeted it for. But, no surprise. They've really not marketed it over here, and it's not done very well. But check out the show if you have Amazon or YouTube or whatever. Just check it out. It's really good. It's phenomenal animation, excellent music, great voice cast. It's funny. It's charming. It's for kids, but it's not stupid. And it just gets better and better as it goes. The story starts out pretty darn simplistic, almost like Looney Tunes. But the story gets better as it goes. It's honestly great. But enough of that. Let's talk about the set. What we have here is Pigsy's food truck. And I want to go over the extra stuff that it comes with first. So in addition to the food truck, you get not one, but 2 motorcycles. And these are pretty cool designs. Sorry, I'm in my own shadow here. See if I can do something about that. Pretty cool designs. Got the bullhorns here, which are all crooked. The bullhorn design in the front, because in the first season of the show, the Bull King was the big baddie. This one has a chain with a box of peaches attached to it. That's a sticker. Unfortunately, pretty much everything you see that's got a print on it is a sticker. That's definitely a thing with most of these sets. But it's got 2 peaches inside. And the peach is a big deal with the Journey to the West. I believe maybe the Monkey King, to become the Monkey King, steals one of these sacred peaches from the tree, and that's how he becomes the Monkey King. But the show and these Lego sets focus on the Monkey Kid. He's not the Monkey King, he's the Monkey Kid. And the Monkey King is a part of the show. A lot of spoilers, I guess, but anyways. So you got the 2 motorcycles. You got, of course, various accessories the characters come with. But let's just go and look at the characters first. I'm going to go and line them up here, if I can. Pretty much every set comes with the Monkey Kid, but one of the cool things about this thing is the minifigures are generally great. And even though most of the sets come with the Monkey Kid, he has very different outfits based on the set most of the time. So anyways, here are the minifigures. Starting from here, we got the 2 Demon Bulls, or sorry, just the Demon Bull King's Bull Army. A lot of sets in the first wave of sets came with these. So if you got a lot of the sets, you got a lot of the bulls. This is Snort and Grunt. Which is which, I don't know, because they're the same. And if you... Sorry, I'm laughing at myself because I knocked off a minifigure, which I have to do every stinking episode. They just have this clear head underneath. But they're pretty cool looking. You print on the front and the back, pretty cool looking. They're both completely identical though. And I dropped... Who did I drop? I dropped Pigsy. Arguably the most important character in this stinking set, and I dropped him. Oh, Lord of mercy. So let's go with the Monkey Kid himself next. This is his work uniform. He actually works for Pigsy, for Pigsy's Noodle Shop. He, looks like he got some stains on his shirt and an ink pen. A little Pigsy patch there. His shirt's sloppily tucked in. The Monkey Kid is, I don't know how old he's supposed to be exactly, but like a young teenager. But look at that printing. So although this Monkey Kid character is in basically every set, I'm pretty sure this is the only set that he has this outfit in. Don't quote me on that, but there might be others, but he certainly does not have his work outfit in most of the sets. So it's cool how unique they can be. These characters do have alternate faces, but I'm not going to show you because some people give me a hard time about how long my videos are. Now, sure, those people might be lifelong friends who maybe are a little too honest with opinions, but they're probably not wrong. This is Uncle Chow, Qiao. I've watched every episode of the show available, but I'm not sure. If this is who I'm thinking it is, I don't know. He becomes a more major character, but I don't think this is him. But anyways, there he is with the briefcase. He also has a box of noodles, which I love. This is printed. This is not a sticker. It's really hard not to get my own way here. I believe that's supposed to be a box of the noodles. You could also look at it as a menu, but I think it's a box of the noodles, because otherwise it's too thick. Because it's just a 1x2 plate with a translucent plate with that print. But I really do like that. And then Pigsy, you're not going to believe this. Well, you probably will if you watch The Cave very often. I dropped Pigsy again. I hate my life. Here's Pigsy. Looking pretty fierce, pretty awesome. He's a hard-working chef. Again, that fantastic print on the back. I love the Pigsy character. He just got his hat here, which is pretty cool. And I've already shown you 2 motorcycles, so it's time to move on to the main event. Oh, you've also got some various, a blaster, there's a cell phone, this chainsaw thing, which is my son's favorite thing, I think, about the whole set. That's funny, but little kids latch on to. Move all this out of the way. So, I wasn't terribly excited about this set when I first heard about it, because I thought, even at regular retail price, $70 for a truck. But let me just go and tell you, having built this thing, I mean, I see that it's 832 pieces, but I was not prepared for just how much went into this truck. I mean, look, all you got some minifigures, a couple of boxes, or just a handful of pieces. All those pieces went into this truck. Something like 800 pieces just in this. And it is a behemoth. It is huge. I mean, here's a regular size minifigure. It's a monster truck. It's more like a tank. There's a regular size minifigure next to it. I mean, my goodness. So where to start? All right, let's start up top. This is the very last thing you build in the set. This simply fantastic pig on top with his little chef's hat. His ears that can be moved around. And his interesting looking snout, but you probably figured out there's a reason for that. His eyes here are printed. Thankfully, that is not a sticker. Those are prints. And his little bottom here hides a very special feature. I'm probably going to lose half of these, but let's go and do it. You probably guessed it. It's a 6-shooter. As you turn his tail, it's so simple, but it works so incredibly well. There's this little mechanism that moves around and just knocks these studs out. You can shoot them super fast if you want to. It works super well. Let's move on though. The top has, I believe there's like refrigeration vents. I'm not sure. It's things that go in a food truck. Moving on here, you got massive lights. I mean, this is like a monster food truck. There's no doubt about that. Around the back, you've got these refrigeration units, which I think look really cool. You've got a license plate here. That's a sticker. Some of these spikes that are all over the set. There's nothing in the back that is removable, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be, and I'll show you why. So there's the back. I think it looks good. Let's go and do the front, because there's a lot more to show you than you think here. All right. So first of all, this thing just looks menacing. The thing is so big, it uses 2 windshield pieces, because one is not enough. Plus 2 more little ones, one on each side. Plus one behind the cab you can't even see. A menacing looking grill with a hot dog, because why not? I mean, I love that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm too much like my son. If he saw that, he would have to try to straighten it, and I'm the same way. These spikes can be raised and lowered, like Mad Max style, if you want to scoop up the motorcycles as they're trying to get away. My son definitely enjoyed doing that. And you can scoop them in there, maybe take them for a ride they don't want to go on. Or, if you really wanted to, it wouldn't be the prettiest bumper in the world, but you could just pull this out all as one piece and not have the spikes if you want it to look a little less menacing. I thought that's what I would want to do, because this thing is so crazy looking. Like, it looks like a food truck out of Mad Max. It really does. But after I built the thing, you know what? It's so quirky, and there's so many little details I don't want to take this off. I think that just is what it is, you know? But there is something. This is a sticker. There's a pretty decent sized sticker sheet in the set, but none of them are crazy. None of them are super frustrating to put on. And they all do look good. So I'm okay with it. But again, Lego is a premium toy. There's no excuse in them not doing prints every time, pretty much. Yes, it costs more money, but they're charging more money. Anyways, end of rant. In here, you take this off, and I simply love this. And I do apologize. I'm sitting in the wrong place. I am getting my own shadow. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's embers down there because the engine is a grill, and they're grilling hot dogs on here. These are actually attached in so they don't slide around, although I managed to make it out and slide around. They're not supposed to. I love this, though. I mean, how... And most people would never even know that's there if you didn't remove the hood for them. All right, we're going to leave that. You know what? We're going to leave it. We're just going to put this back. But I just love that little detail. Thought that was great. Then the sides. The sides are pretty much identical on the outside, but they are not identical on the inside. So starting here, I love the fact there's actual opening doors. We will take a look inside the cockpit. The cockpit? What am I trying to say? Oh, Lord. Have I had a stroke? Not cockpit. This is not a spaceship. I've been watching too much sci-fi lately. The cockpit, the words. I've lost the words. Sticker. Showing you some special items. I'm sure if I did Google Translate on this, it would probably say Pigsy's food truck, Pigsy's noodle shop, something like that. Feel free to use Google Translate on that if you want to. Take a screenshot of it, whatever you need to do. Yeah. And then on the other side, and again, just the heft of this thing. In fact, I'm going to show you. Well, there's not much to see underneath, but it is built on a serious frame. Because it has to be. The other side, again, is the same on the outside. Sticker, sticker, sticker. This is a huge sticker, but it fills up the whole area, so it's kind of hard to really mess it up. The stickers, for the most part, even if they're not perfect, are okay. But you should take your time. You know, take your time so you're happy with it. All right, before we open up the inside, I'll point out these are some large tires for a food truck, some pretty serious tires. And each one does have one of these spikes. They're actually unicorn horns, but you lift the roof off here, which is pretty easy to do. There's room. God, I keep wanting to say cockpit. What is wrong with me? There's room in the oh my goodness. I've lost my mind. I can't think of the word. All I can say is cockpit, and I know that's not right. Some of you are yelling at the screen right now. Anyways, there's room for two. And a steering wheel. And a gear shift. And a little bit of a dash feature. And I cannot even begin to show you. There is a sticker in there with like speedometer and stuff, but there's no way I can show you that. I do love, though, there's room for two in there. And there's a glass window here, which is a nice feature. They could have just left that open, honestly. It could have just been, or just a regular Lego piece. But I love they took the time to make it a translucent piece. Just show you just a little bit inside there. But let's look inside. And I think we'll look at this side first. You know what? It makes more sense to look at the other side first, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's go ahead and sit this on here. So, the way this was made is fairly ingenious. You build all these details, then you build this door, which is just a flat plate, a sturdy flat plate with this handle here that you're actually meant to use to open it. You lift it up, very easy. But then to get it even more out of the way, you can push it back a little bit, like so. And I think this looks better with Pigsy in here. Although he probably shouldn't have his pitchfork if he's helping customers. Let's go and get Pigsy in there. I'm so good at this, I really am. There's Pigsy, and I'm going to try to show you a better view in here. What we have here is very much the food side of the food truck. You got some ketchup and mustard and a hot dog, a lucky golden frog, 2 meat cleavers hanging up. You got a pan, a black pan there hanging up. 2 sausages hanging up, ready to cook. You got those puff pastries that are so delicious, filled with some kind of light cream cheese stuff. I'm guessing maybe that's soy sauce, some other kind of sauce. Maybe that's like red chili sauce, soy sauce, I don't know. You got a bowl here, a bowl back there that actually has, if I remember right, some more of these in there. There's a grill, which we'll show you better from the other side. Just some good detail in there, honestly. A little cash register. And enough room. You know, I've not even tried to remove the roof to see how easy it is. I don't think I'm going to start now. I don't know. I don't think it's easy to remove. Nope, I don't think it is. That's why the sides are designed to be so openable. And I do love that about it. I mean, it just looks good like that. And again, if you wanted to take the spikes off, this would be like a good, huge, you know, definitely huge food truck for customers to line up to. But something I discovered is they need this crate, this peach crate. It serves another use, official or not, I'm not sure. They need to stay on the peach crate just to stand up to this huge machine. Let's go and show you the other side, though. We'll leave this open for some light. I do love the detail in there, though. Just really does look good. So much detail when you're building this. It's like building this set was like building a small Lego house or even a medium-sized Lego house set with a kitchen and things like that and some furniture. And then also building a huge truck. It was like doing both of those. So again, you just pull out and slide back a little bit. This side looks simpler at first, but it's really not. So what we have here on the surface, there's another frying pan. There is the grill. That's honestly still kind of hard to see even from this side, but it's just a decal with a grill on it. There's room for more food there. There's room for something to stand there, maybe Pigsy or whatever. These are like storage. Those are probably ovens of what those are supposed to be, maybe. For me, they're storage for the extra bullets. It comes with 6 extra bullets, officially, plus another one that's just not listed. So really 7 extra bullets, 13 total. And I keep some extras in there. And in here is the freezer. It's the deep freezer. But it's really more than that because this is a battle truck when it needs to be. What you can do is flip down this, and all of a sudden you got radar of where the bulls are. You can see there it actually shows a bull. One of these guys. You got the radar, and if you flip this over, all of a sudden it's a control panel with some serious stuff. Although that still looks like a sausage on there. So yeah, this flips up. Actually, you're supposed to use the wheel there. There it is. Yeah, use the wheel over here to flip that up and down. So once you're in battle mode, you flip that down, which is just a door. It's so clever. It's just a door that swings, but it's pretty cool. It is a sticker, of course. This is a print. That's a print. You know, this freezer door is actually a removable weapon rack. Yeah, my son has all the weapons out, so there's just a wrench in there now. But it's meant to hold some weapons. You know, you could put the blaster in there. In fact, we'll go and do that. I'm sure he'll be asking where it is, though, next time I let him play with it. So that just comes out. It just stands on one stud in there. All right. So I think I've shown you the basics. It's a pretty good sized interior for a Lego set. And the fact that this interior is in a truck is just ridiculous. This thing is just so bulky and so impressive, honestly. Excuse me. Yeah, and the doors go down. They look kind of funky at first, but it's made to where once you get it where you want it, you just push it in and it's flush. But if you don't remember to close the freezer door, it won't shut. There we go. I've done that every time. I swear I have. Forgot to close the freezer door. Close both sides up. There we go. All right, so there we have it. The food truck, the 2 motorcycles, some weapons, some noodles and a phone there. Of course, the 2 Bull Army soldiers. Got a box of peaches. Uncle Chow, however you say it. Well, and Pigsy's still in here. So altogether, 832 pieces, $70. I put off getting this set almost too late. It was just about out of print when I got it. So I ended up not getting a deal at all. I paid every bit of full price. But I'm glad I got it because it's worth it. It really, in Lego terms, it is so worth it. It was a long, for what it is, it was a long build. It was an involved build. It was a fun build. It felt like building, I'm not even going to say small. I'm going to say like a medium-ish size, like Lego house. Like one of the creator houses they come out with. But with a better furnished interior, honestly, than the houses usually have. It's like building a medium-sized Lego house and then putting it inside of a big old truck. And then putting a machine gun pig on the truck. And a Mad Max fork to just destroy. Oh, the pig, by the way, can rotate. I just knocked his other ear off. But he can rotate 360. And shoot. Bang, 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 bang. Any direction. So there you go. Don't sleep on the Monkie Kid sets. I'm not telling you if this one's worth the $100+ it cost on the aftermarket. It absolutely was worth the $70 it originally cost. Like most of the Monkie Kid sets, I think there's just so much more here than what you think. And once you get used to it, it's such a cool set. I mean, it's weird. It's bizarre. I gotta tell you though, checking out the Monkie Kid show definitely has sold me on the sets more because it's such a cool show. I'll show off some other sets sometime, but there's the Galaxy Explorer, which is a space shuttle. There's an airship. The barge, right there under the mock pizza clock. There's a barge, which you can barely see, but it is awesome, and it's still available on Amazon. Even though Lego's retired it, Amazon apparently still has the right to sell it, and they keep getting new stock. It's still available at normal price. Okay, I'm going to stop and get a drink. I do apologize. But anyways, thanks for watching. Check out the Monkie Kid sets if you like something weird, a little different, but surprisingly cool. Thanks.